Part of having a good self-psychology and a better self-image is to have more positive self-talk. In this video, I will be breaking this up in 3 segments. The first part is I will be showing you how to identify how you talk to yourself, and this is going to be a very powerful technique to bring the awareness on how you truly are talking to yourself. Part 2, I will show you a practical step that is crucial in moving forward into a more positive self-image. Lastly is going to be the step in programming and how to program your subconscious mind. This step, I will be sharing with you a method that is so powerful. I have used this time and time again, and this method is going to allow you to speak to your subconscious more effectively and in a more direct manner so that you have faster results. And by the end of this video, you are going to be able to identify your self-talk, and you will be able to learn the practical step on moving forward and also the method on what I use on myself and my clients that is so powerful in speaking to your subconscious mind more effectively and directly, and how to program yourself. So you don't want to miss this. Stick around for the entire video. Grab a pen and paper if you have to, okay? But make sure you stick around until the very end so you don't miss all the juicy goodness that is going to be in this video. And this is all happening right now. Aloha, beautiful soul. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Rae-Ann Chi, energy alchemist and mindset coach. If you are new to my channel and you want to learn more on mindset, manifesting, and a little bit of magic, then go ahead and press that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on your post notification so that you never miss an update. Also, just by being here today, and if you want to align and attune yourself to money, honey, don't forget that I do have a free gift for you, and that is going to be in the description box down below. Also, I usually leave it in the comments to remind you to not forget to get your free gift and attune and align yourself to money. And this free gift is called Money Chakra Secrets. So in this video, as you can see by the title, we are going to be talking about positive self-psychology, positive self-image, better self-talk. It's all in the same umbrella, and how to program your subconscious mind so you can have better self-talk. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, part of positive self-image is how you talk to yourself. So in this first part, I'm going to share with you a technique that you can do so that you may have awareness, so you can have the awareness of how you talk to yourself. So the very first step in this video is that you're going to take out a notebook or a notepad or a writing paper, journal, whatever you want to use. And this is going to be a free write. This is going to be a free write where you are going to allow your subconscious to speak and do all the writing. So what you're going to do on this notepad, paper, journal, you're going to write on the very top, how do I speak to myself? What this does is this is going to bring the awareness of how you really talk to yourself, because most people are not aware, okay? And part of having a good life, okay, part of manifesting the good that you desire is through positive self-image. How you think about yourself, what you say to yourself, as within, so without, as above, so below. So many people, they have a hard time changing their circumstance is because how they talk to themselves. You must change your thoughts first in order for your circumstances to change. It starts inside within first, and then it reflects on the outside. And so in order to change your circumstance, you must be able to change your thoughts. And to have the awareness of this is you are going to write this down. Now, when you write this down, you are going to have zero, okay? No judgment, zero judgment to what is being written on the paper. And don't let it stop. You keep going. And many times, okay, because this is why you're here in this video, is it's going to be negative. And this is what people usually say about themselves. There's no belief in the self. There's a lot of self-hate. There's a lot of negative thinking. And therefore the circumstances reflect, and they wonder why, okay, things are not happening for them. And just like me, and probably just like you, and if you can see in my about page on my channel, is going through that healing hamster wheel, okay? So if you're sick and tired of going through this healing hamster wheel, it starts right up here, and how you talk to yourself and what you believe about yourself. Because the moment you believe highly about yourself and your self-psychology changes, okay, circumstances will start to change to what you want them to be. So after this video, after you've taken all the steps, take that notebook, okay? Do not delay, okay? If you want to change your life right now, don't delay. Take that notebook, write it on top. How do I talk to myself? How do I speak to myself? And get to writing. If you are finding value in this video so far, make sure to give this video a like, because that signals it out into the algorithm so more people can come in. Okay, we're sharing the knowledge because we're learning every single day. More people can come in and watch this video and learn how to have the good in their life, to program themselves. So go ahead and even share this video out to your friends and family. And of course, if you have not subscribed, go ahead and press that subscribe button and turn on the post notification so you never miss an update. And also don't forget that I do have my free gift, Money Chakra Secrets, down below, and I will put that in the description box. All the links will be there, and let's get right back into this video. Okay, so part 2, now that you have the awareness of how you've been talking to yourself, and you're probably shocked, which you should be, especially if it's negative, which for a lot of people it is. And I was guilty of this, where you could not outdo me on how I talk to myself in a very negative way, okay? And, you know, we continue to learn, and it's always a work in progress, because this is a deep subconscious belief. It is unconscious. And so when you write it out on paper, you're aware of it now. So you can't really undo it, okay, unless you want to stay there. And it's shocking because you were not aware of it. And many are not. It plays like elevator music in the background, and you continue to attract, and you wonder why you continue to attract the same circumstances into your life, is because part of attraction is you're attracting who you are. And this is based on your thoughts and how you think about yourself. So however you think about yourself, okay, when you're just basically amplifying this with the feeling. And because you're unconscious of it, you're thinking, I feel like I'm doing everything, but things are not changing, because you haven't been made aware of how you really talk to yourself. So in this step 2, the practical piece is to be consistent, to be persistent, and to not just do this one time, okay? This is the other thing where most people will fall off, because there's no discipline behind the practicality of this. It could be so easy, but most people don't know, they just don't do it, okay? Unless you're really serious about changing your life, then do this not just one time, but every single time on a daily basis, and not just one time a day, but throughout the entire day. So the practical piece is that once you become aware, you are now going to have the replacement of what it is that you want to replace that thought with. Okay, and this is where the affirmations come in. And many times, okay, and this is why some people say, oh, well, affirmations don't work, because you've been so conditioned. Okay, these thoughts didn't just run overnight. Okay, they've been playing for years and years and years. So when you're replacing it, you must be so persistent and consistent in the new thought that it almost becomes so natural that you don't even have to think about it anymore. That is the end goal. That is the main idea, is that you're replacing these negative thoughts that you think about yourself, okay? And you're going to make the positive self-image, the positive self-talk so natural that it plays in the background like elevator music, you know? So you're going to take all that you've written and you're going to divide that, and on the other side, write out what truly resonates and speaks to your heart. You may not believe it in the beginning, okay? Again, this is a deep conditioning, and part of your mind, the ego mind, is going to be like, oh no, girl, boy, oh no, like you really think that's who you are? You really think you can be that way? You must fight that. This is the part where the persistence comes in. This is the part where the discipline comes in. Because if you don't have these components, then you can fall right back to your old ways. You can fall right back to your old program, and you can fall right back to your old life. But once you start experiencing your divinity and your greatness, it's a shame to have to go back, okay? It is a sin to have to go back to that old life that was not serving you any good. All right, so part 3 of this video is the programming. And this is a method that I have found so powerful. And I have used this on my clients and on myself, and it's just been so amazing. And I found it to be so effective in speaking to the subconscious mind so directly. And you see, okay, this is one thing about the subconscious mind, okay? The subconscious mind is a great servant. Don't let it run your life now, okay? Because the subconscious mind is very subjective. It takes on every single information that you hear, that you see, and that you take on as a belief. And so imagine, right? You're sitting here and this unconscious elevator music about yourself that's not good is going in the background playing, and you're continuously doing this, and your subconscious is like, yes, 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 yes. So if you flip that and you actually do it for your own good, then your subconscious, okay, make it as a servant, yes, 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 yes. And part of the subconscious mind is that it is a law that it brings it to pass. It has no choice but for it to come true. So one thing when it comes to programming is creating a very high emotional response. Now I'm going to take this a little bit to religion, but if you're on my channel, you're not a religious person. And if you are, there's no judgment on religion, okay? But remember how back then, okay, back in the church, there was praise and worship. And this is how I do my subconscious programming for myself and also for my clients. And I'm about to share it with y'all, whoever's watching this. So take note, because this is powerful. You speak directly to your subconscious, creating this high emotional response through the praise and worship, because God within you, okay? Again, we're minusing religion out of this. Just imagine, because you completely remove the conscious mind out of the way. When the conscious ego mind is out of the way, it is so powerful to be able to effectively communicate to your subconscious with this high emotional response. And how are you going to create this high emotional response? By having fun and having the praise and worship. So now you've taken the replacement, okay, of the truth of who you are. Okay, this is your divinity. And when you say that that's a lie, that's not really who you, that's not the God in you that's speaking, okay? The God in you is great. The God in you is magnificent. The God in you is abundance, prosperity, love, success, money, all of it, okay? All the good things in life, heaven, kingdom. So you're going to create this higher emotional response with the affirmation that you have created for yourself. And you are going to sit there and yes. And you can take this to a whole next level. You could just, do the dance, and you could say, yes, God in me. Hallelujah. Like that is like, wow. Impression. And the reason why people do things with the habitual habit of the affirmation is to impress. Because once you impress the subconscious, it's game over. Okay, and this is why a lot of the media speak through you through these subconscious subliminal, because your subconscious will take it on. And it goes on with music as well. So why not truth wash yourself to the divinity of who you are? Brainwash yourself to your greatness. And bring this praise and worship to yourself, the God within you. Okay, it might sound crazy, but I promise you it's very effective and the results are ridiculously fast. Okay, I was doing my money affirmation where I'm like, I am money. Yes, God, I am money. Yes. And you can even take Jesus in here, because you know what? Jesus came to show the Christ consciousness, Christ. Okay. And Christ consciousness is basically the oneness within self with God. That is Christ consciousness. Okay. So you could do this whole praise and worship in your house and people might think you're a fool, but you know what? You're doing it within yourself. So going back to this money affirmation thing, okay, within 3 days, $14,000 came into my bank account. So this is how quickly it manifests. But of course, I have done the work with my self-psychology, and this is why you're here. So do the praise and worship, the God within you, attune yourself and align yourself to the good of who you are and your desires, and brainwash, truth wash yourself to the greatness and to your divinity of who you truly are, because that is your birthright. And once you do this, okay, it has no choice but for your life to start to change and transform in ways that you feel like it is a miracle. And later, it's a natural thing. It's a natural thing. My life is great. My life is magnificent. It's a natural thing. I don't have to think and feel like I have to go through this to get to there. It's just natural. This is my birthright. Opulence is your birthright. And that is all I have for this video today. I hope you all enjoyed it, found value in it. Again, if you did, go ahead and like this video, share it out so that so many more people can receive the message. And I will see you all on the next video. Mahalo and Aloha.